describe. Djokovic has seen 2 match points come and go.
I actually can't
He's
believe
still in
it.
the ascendancy, of course, and he's just 2 points away on serve.
I can't believe he's just missed that. I can't believe he's just hasn't. Sinner guessed right. Djokovic had the entire open court.
Anyway, buckle up again.
Oh, misses the return. Okay, another match point. My God, if Sinner had found...
To then get a first serve in immediately afterwards, an unreturned one as well, is pretty strong mentally, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Third chance for Djokovic to get it done. Reach a 38th Grand Slam final.
I'm going to tell you this. It's a second serve that Sinner's going to get to look at. So that's good news for him.
It is. Unbelievable return on the second match point, by the way, from Sinner.
Yeah.
You can get it. Okay, second serve for Sinner to look at. Djokovic bouncing the ball, thinking about where he's going to put it. Goes up, goes slow. Sinner finds the forehand return, goes into the backhand side, backhand to backhand exchange. He pulls it. Djokovic is in the Australian Open final. He beat Sinner in an absolute classic. 3-6, 6-3, 4-6, 6-4, 6-4. Djokovic still has it at 38 years old.
He does. He still has it. Jack is joining us now as well.
He reaches the first Grand Slam final since Wimbledon 2024.
I mean,
unbelievable.
That was wild. Emotion, of course, amongst his team, understandably so. I can hear Jack. I don't see him yet, but I can hear him. How are you, Jack? All right?
I'm here. I'm ecstatic. Absolutely ecstatic. It's about the most invested I've been in a tennis match for a year, I would say.
Wow. Yeah.
Over the moon.
Listen, let's first of all start with Novak to you both, but I'll start with you, Jack, and then come over to you, Fergus. Listen, never ever rule him out. Well, of course, he is the mental giant, the mental goat. I mean, the first set, Jack, by the way, the first 4 games, I think Fergus and I were just talking about this a few moments ago. He had a break point to go 4-love up, and I'm like, it's going to be a beatdown. It had more than echoes of the Wimbledon semi. It had more than echoes of basically most of the matches between these two recently. And that's how it felt. And even when Djokovic gets up a break in the second set, he then is at love 40. And you're thinking, okay, normality resumes. Jannik wins this in 3. But obviously break points being very much the story of the day, with Novak saving 16 out of 18 before ultimately winning in 5 sets. Jack, give me your thoughts.
I think the stars aligned for this match. It's just so great to see. Obviously, Novak came in pretty fresh, especially after that quarterfinal, which was obviously a very lucky stroke of fortune. And he obviously was playing really well. He was playing really well. The forehand was insane. The forehand was probably about as red line as Novak goes for it, I would say. He doesn't really hit it any harder than that. Serving was amazing. And maybe Sinner was average, I would say. I don't think he played a bad match, but Novak played amazing. It's so good to see. I was just quietly saying at the start of the tournament, I'm not counting him out. He's got a chance. Didn't really think he would be beating Sinner, to be honest. I kind of thought it would be Alcaraz, and if Sinner went out early. But here we go. Here we are. And it was always only going to happen in Australia at the start of the year when his body, was kind of as fresh as it could be. And it's amazing to represent the old guard in this way. Love it.
Yeah. What about you, Fergus?
I literally have no idea what just happened, really. I actually think that's probably the best Novak's played probably since ATP Finals 23.
It's probably his best tennis since 2023 across a few hours anyway.
Yeah. To win in 5 versus Sinner, who last year has an unbelievable Grand Slam record, and just the forehand today was the best I've seen his forehand in years, and He was holding his chest during set 3. Looked like he had an issue. Took some tablets, and then suddenly, like, was completely revitalized. And even after losing set 3, broke at the start of set 4. Just return was ridiculous today. Even though he had 27 aces fired past him, he still managed to break Sinner multiple times. Was it 3 times? And Sinner being 16 out of being 2 out of 18 on break points.
Yeah, I framed it because we were talking about Novak, but I sort of framed it obviously 16 from 18 saved, but also of course 2 from 18 converted.
Not many blowing. I would have said.
No, but there were. I remember 4 or 5 sort of thing. At Love 40, that first one in the second set, Fergus, you remember that one? He chases down and somehow contrives to put it out. Yeah, there's probably a good 10 or 12 in there that Novak saved, very much so.
Yeah.
But you could see when that third and final one was just that. In fact, the 18th one just happened and just finished it. So it went from 30-40 to deuce. You saw the look on Jannik's face. It was just like, what is going on here?
There was one in particular in the 4th set that I remember. He was up 4-3. I think he had a second serve. He nailed the second serve out wide in the line, came into volley it, and it was a sharp volley, like really clean. That kind of level, I mean, he was so brave today. Like that kind of stuff was just happening all the time, and it's real. I really, really, really want him to win. I really want him to win.
Do you? Okay.
I really do. And
this is an Andy Murray fan who's obviously proved, as you highlighted earlier, from 4 Aussie Open defeats.
That's water under the bridge, John. That was a long time ago.
Yes, I know. But you're also, you're not a Djokovic fan by any stretch of the imagination.
I think since Andy left, I've quietly been rooting for Novak, but there's just not been much to write home about for the last couple of years. So it's just not been quite as fired up as it is now. Now it's a real chance. So
got it. Yeah. What are your thoughts? Let's turn our mind. Well, listen, just one more thing on Jannik. Another horrible 5-set loss for him. He's had quite a few, but of course, most notably the French Open final last year. Yeah. And horrible today because he was up 2-1. Horrible today because he's the young guy and he's the favorite and he's comes out, wins the first set quite comfortably, looking good. And horrible because of those 18 break points that he only converts 2 on. And obviously on 2 occasions, he was Love 40 on Novak's serve. He'll be all right short to mid-term, won't he, Jack? Yeah,
he'll be fine. Yeah. He's not a 5th set player.
No,
do you know what I mean? He's not.
Below 2023, Carlos 2022 and 2025 today. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got a negative in the 5-setters.
He does have a negative in the 5-setters. He 100% does. And you can say, oh, the other guy was better on the day, but it keeps happening. And I used to say it was kind of physical, but that's.
I think it is. You think it's mental, do you, Jack? Because I think it's still
slightly mental. Yeah, slightly mental. I do think Sinner's one of those guys who. One of those guys. Sinner is Sinner. His level is just so amazing all the time, but he doesn't quite raise it. Like he's not gritty. He's not a gritty player for me. He's just insanely good all the time. But he doesn't have that grit when it gets really tight, long in a match. We've not seen that from him. And Alcaraz obviously has shown that time and time again. He's got that for me. He's got that factor. Novak's historically the best at that, I would say. And Sinner's not quite got it yet. And that's fine. He can prove me wrong at some point. But at the moment, we've not seen it.